Hello everyone, so today I wanted to film a brief update video about my blog and about the shop and a new item that I'm really excited to be listing here. So just quickly about the blog, I have decided that I'm going to commit to posting a new kit every single week, and at the end, usually on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometime in that range. And I'm also going to be doing, and I talked about this in another video, but at the end of each month, I'm going to have everyone vote on which kit they want to see reformatted in the Erin Condren Horizontal and the Big Happy Planner, and those will be posted on my blog for free. I did change my download system so that it was a lot quicker and a lot easier for me and for you, for me to upload and for you to view them. And I've gotten a lot of positive feedback on that, so I'm really happy with where I'm at in the blog, on the blog right now. I have a pretty consistent schedule in terms of uploading those kits, and the kits have been turning out really nicely, and you all have been really enjoying those. So a major change that I've implemented is that I'm no longer going to be doing custom items. Now, if it's something simple like changing the text on something or changing the colors on an item that's already existing, that's something that's easy to do. That I can do, just a quick email can resolve that. However, before what I would do is people would request things like, could I get stickers that have, like take out the trash on them? And I would make them pretty quickly and send them to them. But this was kind of over the summer, when I had a lot more free time and I was able to dedicate a lot more time to this, and now that time is just not there, and obviously this is not what I do full time, and so I can't continue to commit that kind of time. In December, I thought I would start a system where every week I would send out 2 custom orders, and anything that was extra from that week would just be rolled over to the next week. But the issue with that was, the main issue with that was that like the requests I was getting were very unreasonable and very extremely vague. And so requests I would get would be like for hand-drawn stickers, or for things that I obviously did not have like my hands on, or for very vague things like, could you make things for Valentine's Day, for example? And that kind of thing is just so vague that it makes it impossible for me to do anything with it. And so whenever I would email that person back asking them, well, could you provide more detail, they just would never respond. And that was something that was kind of frustrating for me, to put that on my schedule and never be able to do it because I never got a response. And obviously, like, I understand things change. You might not need to do that anymore. Like, you might not need that item anymore. And I just felt like doing custom orders for free was starting to get out of control. I was getting like at least 10 every week, and there was no way for me to be able to get all of those done in a way that made sense. So what I've decided to do was to remove custom things from my blog and move them over to the shop. And I feel like this way I can better control the number of orders I get by filtering out like the orders where like people are clearly like not really needing anything and just being super vague. Hopefully with a system like this, it would encourage more specificity and more like things that I can actually accomplish and things that I can actually get done. And plus, through Etsy, I can like set a cap. So like I can put up 5 listings of a custom. I can put up 5 custom listings, and once they're gone, and then I can restock later. This is something that's like super doable for me, and that way I can control what I'm getting, what I'm not getting. So I've decided to come up with a new system, and I kind of have a notepad here with general information. So this item here currently isn't listed. I'm not sure if I am going to list them, but hopefully I will eventually. I just don't right now because I kind of want to focus on this one over here and see how this one performs. So with this one over here, it would be $1.55 for a single custom page. So for example, if you said, could I get little things that have, I don't know, like food icons on them or something like that. Something, well, I guess I kind of have flowers, for example, because that's not something I currently have. So can I get little things with flower icons on them in these colors? That's something I can easily do, easily get done, and I can quickly send that to you, and that would be the price on that. And again, this isn't currently available, this is just an idea. So with those items, as long as they're not like super specific, I may choose to post them on the blog later on for everyone else to use, if that makes sense. Now the main item I'm concerned with is this one over here. If it'll let me open it. Here we go. So this is something that I literally just uploaded about 5 minutes ago from when from when I'm recording this now. And what it is it's a listing for a custom printable kit. And if you follow me on Instagram, or yeah, I think that's where I put it, on Instagram, I put up a picture of a Google form saying like, could you please fill this out if you have the time? There's like a coupon code at the end if you're interested. And I got a few responses on that, and it was basically regarding this custom kit business. And it was mostly me asking, what price would you be willing to pay? How long would you want to wait? How often would you use it? Do you feel like you are needing this now? Just to kind of get an idea. And the responses were pretty good. And so most of the people who responded put a price range of somewhere between like 17 up to like 25 plus. And I kind of did some thinking, and I was like, well, I kind of think that might be too high. So I lowered the price significantly down to $8, and hopefully that makes it so that a lot of people can use it. So basically the way this is going to work is I've outlined most of the information down here, and I've tried to be super specific so that there's like just not a chance that people mess this up. So what you do is you don't purchase the listing until I've confirmed that it's something that I can do. Because what I would hate for it to happen is that someone purchases the listing, I'm not able to do it because I just don't have the resources to do it, and then have to refund that person all of their money again. So instead what I'm going to do is I have a link down here, and you'll click on it, and it's a Google form, and you'll fill out information regarding the kit and what you want to see from it. And so then I'll read through it, and then I'll decide if it's something that I can do. I'll pull up pictures, I'll maybe design a quick color scheme, I'll message you back through Etsy and show you what I have working so far, get some feedback from you, and then I'll be I'll give you the okay, alright, you can go ahead and purchase it now if you're interested in receiving this kit. And then you'll just go up and purchase this listing here. And in 7 to 10 days, that's what I have quoted right now. My goal is to get it in under a week, because doing a kit takes me about 4 hours start to finish. But I don't usually do that 4 hours all in one sitting. It's usually stretched out over a couple days. And it also kind of takes a while to put together the patterns and the color scheme. And so I thought 7 to 10 days was something reasonable that I probably would never exceed, but was definitely something that I could go under if needed. So what you'll get is a JPEG, a PDF, and a cut file for every page in the sizing that you requested, and all of the files would be completely flattened. And so once you get that, I'll be alright, this project is completed. I might add another, I might restock, so to speak, and add more listings so that more people can request custom items, etc. So that's pretty much all the information I have regarding this printable kit. So some of the information here is what would differentiate a custom kit versus a recommendation, because I do still have the recommendation, and I still do take them, and I do occasionally use them. So the difference is that with this, if I approve it and you request it, you are pretty much guaranteed to get this item. And this will always, like, if you purchase it again and if I approve it, that kit will go immediately to you. It's like a fast track. Whereas if you recommend, it'll depend on whether I can fit it into my schedule and other factors. The reason I'm not always able to take recommendations is, again, I'm trying to stick to this weekly kit schedule, and I usually have them planned out like weeks in advance to match like holidays and seasonal things going on, special occasions, stuff like that. And so if I were to take requests frequently, that would have to mess up my schedule a lot. And sometimes with requests, it's stuff that not a lot of people can use. It's usually something very specific and very thematic that other people might not find use for. So I don't like to throw off my whole schedule for things like that. But with this system, it's pretty much guaranteed to get it, again, assuming that I approve it. So, after it's done, you'll be the first person to get it, guaranteed. After that, I'll look at it, and if it is something that other people can use, I'll post it on the blog for free. So what you're really paying for is not necessarily the product, but it's more of like the guarantee of it being made. That's what the purchase is. It's more of like an artist's commission. Not to call myself an artist or anything, but it's just like kind of like that rather than paying for the actual product. And so I'll either put it on the blog for free or I'll list it on my shop as an Etsy item. If it does get listed on my shop, you'll still get the item for. Alright, so I accidentally stopped the recording, but basically what I was saying is that and I'll pull up the little thing again, it'll either go up on the blog for free for everyone to use, or it will go up on Etsy. And even if it goes up on Etsy as an item, like as a listing, you'll still get it for free, of course. Like that'll be included within your price. So if I do choose to put it on Etsy, I have a couple options for you as kind of like a thank you because it was your idea to make that kit. I can either give you a 25% refund on the item, which is $2 back to whatever, like either PayPal or your credit card, whatever you use to buy it, or I can offer you any 2 of my shop printables for free. I currently only have 1, but eventually when it does end up being more than 1, that'll be an option, and that'll be a $3.62 value as I have here. So obviously it'll be worth more to get the 2 printables, but it might be more useful for you to get the cash back. So I've given you multiple options in case that's what you're interested in. And any printable that goes up on Etsy is always going to be $181 because that's kind of the price that I found to be the most affordable while still giving me an adequate amount. So I think that that should be all the information that I have. It's just super critical that you follow all of the instructions here that I've listed in the description, and that communication is probably going to be the most important thing here. Being specific with your color choices, giving me a specific theme that you want. Even if you find patterns online that you're oh, I really want to see this turned into a kit, you can definitely message me with a link to that when you're filling out your form, and I'll definitely take a look at that and decide based on that. But other than that, I don't have very many other new things to talk about in terms of updates. It's mostly just that new schedule for the blog and this new item that I've listed that I thought kind of might need some extra explanation. And pretty much everything that I've talked about in this video is in the description of this. I tried to make it as detailed as possible. So yeah, that's all. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you later. Bye.